Welcome to day 25 of the holiday card series for 2013. Today, the last video happens to fall on a Wednesday, so I'm going to be coloring an image, and I'm super excited about that because I think some of my favorite cards during this series were ones that I colored. So I'm going to be using another Newton's Nook stamp set. This is called Season's Greetings, C as in S-E-A-S-O-N. I thought it was adorable. This octopus with all the mittens kills me. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to try something a little bit different that I haven't tried before, but I hope it works. So I have some watercolor paper here from Simon Says Stamp. And like I said before, the octopus is my favorite. So I'm going to use him. And I'm going to be stamping him. Where's my stamp press? I'm going to be stamping him kind of at the bottom of the watercolor paper using some archival jet black ink. And I'm just going to stamp him kind of near the bottom, really making sure I get that center area. Okay. Oh, and I still didn't get the center area. Awesome. Well, we're going to turn it over and try that again. All right, let's try this again. I guess it's probably a female octopus because it has eyelashes. I keep calling it a him, though. Okay, much better. All right, and I'm going to do something a little bit different, like I mentioned. I have this product called Drawing Gum. I got it at dickblick.com. Just shaking it up because it's supposed to be, I believe it says shake really well. I can't remember. But I'm shaking anyway because it looked like it had separated. So what it is it's kind of like a liquid mask. Well, that's what they call it, liquid masking or masking fluid. Liquid frisket. Sometimes it's called that too. But I'm just going to use a small brush and paint this over the top of the octopus. And then I'm going to be watercoloring around it. And it's going to make it so that the watercolor goes all the way up to the edge of the octopus, but it doesn't, like it'll protect the watercolor paper. All right, so the thing that's kind of bad about this stuff is that it really smells like fish. It's bizarre. Okay, so it has a little bit of gray color to it, but that's so that you can see where it's being laid down. And you want to put down enough that you aren't going to see any gaps. But if there are gaps, it's not a huge deal. The only bad part about using this stuff is that you have to be patient and let it dry completely before you attempt to watercolor over the top, because otherwise it won't work. I've used this liquid in a calligraphy pen before, and it was really fun to like write out a quote and then be able to watercolor over the top. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my brush really well and let this dry completely. You can't speed it up with the heat tool, I don't believe, or at least I haven't tried that. You might be able to, I have no idea, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this just dry on its own, and then I'll be back to show you guys all the watercoloring around it. Okay, so it's probably about half hour, 40 minutes later. This is dry. I think this actually probably was dry a little bit ago, but I was working on something else. So I'm going to break out my craft sheet now. And you guys might remember that card that I made a while back where it had the fish and it looked like underwater with all the bubbles and everything like that. I'm going to try to recreate that same look. I'm going to take the black soot and put that right at the bottom. And chipped sapphire. And I think I'll do salty ocean. And then a little bit of peacock feathers up at the top, although I don't even know if it'll get into that. Okay. Have my little mister bottle. I'm just going to add lots and lots of water. And I'm almost out of water here. And I will dip that down into the water droplets. Lift that up. Oh, I forgot to squish it. So we're going to come up here and we'll squish it and wiggle it around. Lift up. Okay, so this is the initial. Looks like I've got some Manny hair on there. I think this happened in the last one too. Oh well, I'll have to pick it up when it dries. You see how it's beading up on top of that masking fluid? That's what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this. I'm going to try to avoid the area with the mask. All right, and now I'm going to pick up more droplets. And this is where it started to look like water. All right, I mostly just want to get the green up at the top, the peacock feathers. Just want to make sure it looks really bubbly and watery. All right, I'm going to set this aside to dry completely. All right, I'm just cleaning this off with a baby wipe because I want to make sure that most of the color that's on the mask is off it so that I can start erasing it. All right, I'm going to use just a regular eraser. Let me see where I set it down. I'm using this just a Prismacolor Magic Rub Eraser, and you can just get it started. In fact, let me zoom in for this. If you just get it started, then it starts to peel away. Just like that, and it's revealing that nice clean area underneath. And sometimes you can like grab the edge and just start to peel it off. Just like that. This is a great way to get really intricate masks. Mostly just for watercolor though, because I don't know if you'd want to stamp over this, because it is a little time consuming. Isn't that cool though? It totally, and it just comes off like plastic. You just roll it off with your fingers as well. Got some up here on the top of the earmuffs. Okay, now I'm going to do some regular watercoloring. I'm going to use Barn Door. Let's see, I think I'll have his mittens be red and his scarf be green, and I'll have it be peeled paint and Barn Door. So I'll start with the red. So I'm just adding some water to those areas where I put the red down, just to spread that around. Oh, and I forgot to do the cuffs. So I'll go back in and color those. All right, so I'll come in with my peeled paint and I'll just start coloring every other. Okay, and I keep thinking that this octopus needs to be like a pale purple. I have no idea if an octopus can be purple, but I think I want this to be purple. So I'm going to do Shaded Lilac. It's just a pale purple. And I'm going to add the color where I think there would be shading. This is a really pale purple. It's almost just looking like she's white. And I'm just coloring her in, giving her a little bit of a shading, which is, I think, okay. All right, and just to finish off that band on her earmuffs, I'm just going to color that in with green. And I'm also going to take a Copic multi-liner and I'm just going to darken up her I don't know if that's her nose or her mouth or what, but just darkening that up. Lovely. All right, and now I'm going to, well, actually, you know what, before I do anything else, I think I'm going to add a little bit of shadow underneath her down here, because I'm envisioning that there's water, or there's light coming through the water from above. So I'm going to take my, let's see, let me grab it, black soot marker, and I'm just going to do that at the bottom. And this is actually going to start blending in with all the other distress colors down there. Let's give it a little bit of depth and interest. Perfect. So she's looking like she's under the sea. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think I want to give her a little bit of a blush. So I'm going to wet her cheeks again. And then come in with worn lipstick, because let's face it, this is a fictional octopus anyway. I mean, when would an octopus be wearing mittens? So I'm going to give her a little bit of a blush. And I don't like how much that color is, so I'm just going to take my baby wipe. Usually I would want something that's dry, but I don't have a dry cloth nearby. I should have done that before I started. Just picking up that color and just dabbing it, and it kind of tones it down a little. All right, I'm going to do some embossing on this red cardstock. And I'm using the sentiment from the stamp set that says Season's Greetings. I'm using Versamark ink. Some Hero Arts white embossing powder. All right, I'm going to cut this down so that it can be a little flag shape. All right, and now I have that ready to go up there for when I assemble the card. I'm going to do kind of a little wavy edge up here at the top, because I think that'd look really cute. Looks like he's in water. Okay, and now I'm going to put the card together. I'm going to use some white cardstock. I'm using Basil Marshmallow White, and I'm going to score it at 5.5. This is going to be a top folding card. So I'll just fold that down in half. Okay, and I'll put that down right there at the bottom. I'm going to take my Season's Greetings and put that right there. I'm going to also put that on a foam square. I'm going to take my white gel pen, and I'm going to do 2 little stitch lines. All right, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of spruce up the octopus. I'm going to start with, let's see, where's my red? My red Wink of Stella brush pen. I'm going to add that to her mittens. And I don't have a green, so I'm not going to do her scarf in green, but I do have clear. You have to be careful adding this because it does add moisture, so it will spread that distress ink around just a little bit. All right, and then I think I kind of want to add some googly eyes because I think that would be really fun. So she might not look like a little female octopus anymore, but okay, we need the really little ones that are always at the very bottom. Okay, do I want these or not? Oh, I think they'd be kind of cute. Oh my word, can you imagine? Okay, we're not using those. Those are too big. But we are going to use the little ones. So I'll just put a dab of glue right in on each eye. Lovely. Some little googly eyes that look silly. So cute. All right, so that is the card for today. You can see the little googly eyes moving around. I think it's so funny. I hope you guys enjoyed the series this year, and I will be going to take a little break. I'm not going to have a video this Friday, but I'll be back on Monday with a new Make a Card Monday video. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I'm so grateful and thankful for your support during this entire series, and I can't wait to get started on some non-holiday cards as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on Monday. Here we are at the very end of the holiday card series. Before you guys head out and have a very Merry Christmas, here are 3 more holiday card videos for you to check out. Like the rest of this series, these 3 videos are from the 3 previous years of the holiday card series, from 2012, 2011, and 2010. So I hope you guys will check those out when you have a moment. And give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to do that. And you can also hit the subscribe button in the top corner. You can visit my blog at kwernerdesign.com. And you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. Sending you guys a very Merry Christmas. And thanks so much for tuning in for all 25 of the videos. If you haven't seen them all, you can check them back on my channel. And thanks for watching.